Hi, it's me again. It's 29th of March, 2025. So we're going back to 2010. This is about a couple, actually, Vietnamese. Well, she's Vietnamese and she was born there, and then she was adopted over here as a baby. And the year's 2010. At this time, she's in her 20s and she has two children. And her husband, or common law, is French Canadian. Now, the story between this situation is there's a couple with two children. One is 3 and one is 1.5, almost 2. There's only 2 years apart between them, so maybe he's 4 and he's 2. They're both boys. And they're living in a one-bedroom apartment. And she's in the adult entertainment industry, and he's a stay-at-home dad. Now, I find it odd sometimes that couples can get along in these relationships with the business, but they can due to the situations that they're involved with to make wealth in order to survive and live. I understand that totally. But they're going to need a bigger place to live. And so, one of the angels told me, they said, listen, she's going to apply for a rent-to-own house, and she's going to get it. But it's going to be last minute, and you have to be there to promote the idea and help her succeed in achieving this place. I asked the angel, what am I supposed to do if I'm just supposed to promote? And they said, just bring her to the appointments that she's going to need to go to at the bank. And the owners, whoever's renting to own the place. Those are a few places. Plus, I take her to work and home. And I try to boost up her confidence and keep her well informed that she's going to get it. Like she's going to get the place. Because I've known her for about a year now, and she's seen some of the predictions that I've made. So she has faith in me, which I have faith in God. So God helps me do the things I got to do with these people. And doing this, she understands why I do what I do. Plus, I get paid for it. Realistically, I get paid for the rides. Everything is, getting paid for. So, the day of the real estate and the bank and the owner for the rent to own is really close. It's like a day away, and I tell her she's going to get it. And she goes, doesn't look like it, because usually they'll contact you the day before saying that you've got it and you've got the house. And it's a 3-bedroom, so it's going to be nice. Each of the kids get a bedroom and they get their own room, nice big living room. They showed it to me too, what they were going for. And I said, yeah, and I think you deserve it. And so the date at 12 o'clock, it was a closed line date, like the date for it to happen. If it doesn't happen by this time, then she doesn't have it for sure. So I'm driving the husband to shopping or something, and I'm telling him she's got it. And he goes to me, so far they haven't called. And I says, you will know before her. I'll take you home, and in about a half hour, an hour, they're going to call you and say you got it. But she's not going to know because she's at work. Yeah, so sure enough, I take him home with the kids. He went shopping with the kids. And he calls me up in an hour or something later saying, wow, they got it. He goes, I can't give her this news at work because I don't know the reaction and everything. I want to tell her when she comes home. She calls me on the phone about 3 hours later saying, we got no news, no nothing. I don't think we have it. I said, listen, when you go home, you're going to get a surprise. So she doesn't know the surprise is that she got it. She's thinking something else. But I drive her home, and she goes, what's the surprise? It's a surprise. I says, let your husband tell you. And then she gets inside the house, and as I'm driving away, she calls me up on my cell. She goes, I got it. So I thought that was the greatest thing. And doing through my predictions and stuff like that, when it came to everybody else, she was 100% saying, oh my God, he's so right. She would even bet money on when I was predicting when a girl was or boy was going to be born or who was going to have a child, which is one of my gifts. And she thought that was amazing. But when it came down to herself, she had doubt. But don't worry, everybody has doubt. I have doubt. Everybody has doubt. And you're supposed to have doubt. You're supposed to ask questions. But anyway, I told her also in her life she will do well and she won't be in the business no more and her husband will get a great job. I also taught him to drive because he never knew how to drive, the husband. And I haven't seen them in a few years now, but they were doing well. They bought even a bigger house, and he works for, can't say any kind of places, but he's doing well. And yeah, I don't think she even works now because he's doing so well. And I told them they were going to do very, very well. Told them they would be very, very wealthy. Now, wealth is not always considered money. It could be health, well-being, happiness. You know, the kids probably now, because that was 2010, they got to be, well, one was 3, so he'd have to be 27 or 28. No, I'm making my math wrong here. 20 or 19 or 20, and the other one would be about 17 or 18. But that's what I think sometime as well. And she's also supposed to have a little girl that she's going to take care of as well once she's established what she's wanted to do, and she just wants to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom for this little girl. But that's my story for today. I like good stories. And the miracle part in it is that, you know, she escalated and kept doing good things, and then good things will happen. I don't think the business of the adult entertainment industry is bad. I think it's a good thing, and they do good things for people. But other people may perceive that in a different manner. But to each their own. All right, Birdy signing out. Bye.